Wrestling fans around the world, brace yourselves, because WWE has just unleashed a shockwave that will be felt for years to come. The 2025 edition of Money in the Bank wasn't just another pay-per-view event. It was a seismic moment in sports entertainment history. In one electrifying night, the WWE Universe was left in utter disbelief as not one, but two of the biggest names in professional wrestling made their jaw-dropping returns. Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, and Jon Moxley, known for wreaking havoc in AEW, both stormed back into WWE in a way that no one saw coming. If you didn't witness this live, you missed a legendary moment. Now's the time to subscribe and stay locked in, because what happens next is going to reshape the future of WWE as we know it. Heading into Money in the Bank 2025, excitement was already sky-high. The card was stacked, the tension was thick, and fans were anticipating an unforgettable night. But no one could have foreseen the stunning turns that would unfold. WWE was already deep in storyline chaos, with Paul Heyman leading a fearsome new faction, one that included powerhouses like Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Together, they had been steamrolling through the competition on Raw, leaving destruction and fear in their wake. The big question hanging over everyone's heads was simple: who, if anyone, could stand up to this unstoppable force? The answer arrived in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. During the climactic moment of the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, just as the action hit a fever pitch, the entire arena was plunged into darkness. The crowd gasped in confusion. Then came the unmistakable sound. Brock Lesnar's entrance theme roared through the speakers like a thunderclap, sending fans into an absolute frenzy. Lesnar appeared with terrifying energy, bulldozing his way to the ring, tossing ladders like they were made of paper, and laying waste to every competitor in sight. The atmosphere was electric, but it was about to get even more surreal. Before anyone could even begin to process Lesnar's shocking return, the camera cut to the crowd where none other than Jon Moxley came charging down the stairs. With his trademark intensity and a steel chair in hand, Moxley leapt into the ring and smashed Seth Rollins with a brutal shot that echoed through the arena. The building exploded. Two of the most dangerous, unpredictable forces in wrestling were suddenly back in WWE, together in one night, and they left nothing but chaos in their wake. So, what does this all mean for the future of WWE? Lesnar's return comes after months of silence and speculation. Is he back for good? Has he come to destroy Heyman's new empire from the inside out? Meanwhile, Moxley's reappearance raises even more questions. Is this the beginning of a full-time WWE comeback? Was this a one-off invasion? Or is there something far bigger happening behind the scenes? Perhaps even a cross-promotional storyline between WWE and AEW? Is Tony Khan watching this with panic? Or is this all part of an unprecedented collaboration? Heyman's faction, once considered invincible, now finds itself under siege. Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed were on top of the world just days ago. Now, with Lesnar and Moxley both gunning for them, their dominance is suddenly in serious jeopardy. The entire power dynamic of WWE has been flipped on its head in a single night. There's no overstating it. Money in the Bank 2025 will forever be remembered as the night WWE shook the foundations of the wrestling world. These weren't just surprise appearances. These were career-altering, era-defining returns that have left fans stunned and craving more. And this is just the opening chapter. So what's next? Is Moxley officially back under the WWE banner? Will Lesnar go on a warpath through Heyman's faction? Could we be seeing the beginning of a full-scale war between WWE and AEW? The speculation is endless, and the stakes have never been higher. Let us know your thoughts. Drop your theories, reactions, and wild predictions in the comments. And if you're not already subscribed, now's the time. Hit that button, turn on your notifications, and buckle up, because the road ahead is about to get even crazier. You won't want to miss a single second. Wrestling fans, hold on to your seats, because the world of sports entertainment has just experienced a cataclysmic moment that no one saw coming. WWE's Money in the Bank 2025 didn't just meet expectations, it shattered them in the most spectacular fashion imaginable. What was already shaping up to be a blockbuster event turned into a historical turning point that will be discussed, dissected, and remembered for years to come. In one single night, two of the most iconic and controversial figures in modern professional wrestling made their dramatic, unannounced returns to WWE, and the resulting chaos sent shockwaves through the entire wrestling community. Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate, made a thunderous return that turned the tide of battle inside the ring, and mere moments later, Jon Moxley, yes, that Jon Moxley, the very same who had carved a violent path through AEW, exploded back into WWE like a live grenade. Fans were left reeling, screaming, and absolutely losing their minds, unsure whether they were witnessing a dream, a mirage, or a full-blown paradigm shift. If you didn't catch this live, you missed not just a match, not just a moment, but a seismic event that could forever alter the landscape of professional wrestling. WWE just pulled off one of the most explosive surprises in its long and storied history, and the aftershocks are only beginning to ripple. In the weeks leading up to Money in the Bank, WWE was already in a state of narrative upheaval, with Paul Heyman orchestrating a sinister new power faction composed of dominant forces like Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. This trio had effectively hijacked Monday Night Raw, steamrolling every challenger in their path, crushing morale across the locker room, and seemingly positioning themselves as the unstoppable rulers of WWE's most prestigious brand. The big question circulating on social media and among fans was this: who, if anyone, could realistically stand up to them? The WWE roster looked drained and depleted, and fans feared a long and oppressive reign by Heyman's faction. But just when it seemed the dominance of this alliance would go unchallenged, the unimaginable happened. During the climactic closing moments of the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, as superstars battled atop rungs and reached desperately for the briefcase hanging in the balance, the arena was suddenly plunged into complete darkness. For a few seconds, everything stopped. No lights, no sound, just tens of thousands of breathless fans frozen in anticipation. Then, out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar's unmistakable music erupted through the speakers like a gunshot. The arena ignited. Lesnar emerged to a roar that shook the rafters, his presence a physical force all its own. He stormed the ring with unmatched fury, tossing ladders aside like they weighed nothing, bulldozing through everyone in his way. The Beast had returned, and he wasn't wasting any time making his presence felt. But before the fans could even process the sheer magnitude of Lesnar's return, another shockwave hit. Cutting through the crowd in a hooded jacket, wielding a steel chair like a weapon of vengeance, was none other than Jon Moxley. He moved with purpose and rage, jumped the barricade, and stormed the ring like a man possessed. Without hesitation, he leveled